Hello, hello. We have the good kitty. Yes, we do. We have a good kitty here. Oh, just a good kitty. He's a sweetie. All right. You're so good. Here, come closer. Come closer. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Here we go. Let me turn this. Oh, he's a sweetie. He's a sweetie. Hello, everybody. Hang on. He's a good boy. Sorry. Going on, but I didn't have it plugged in. Sorry about that. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Good cutie. Just a cutie. All right. You're all right. He's a sweetheart. He's a good boy. Hello, everybody. Yeah, I'm turning off I've been watching that too. Wow. Did you guys see, oh, Pumpkin left. Pumpkin was in here, but he has just stepped out. All right, let's get the show on the road. Sorry about the delays. I just thought you'd want to see the kitty. He's the good kitty. Yes, he is. He's a good boy. Good boy. All right, so I'm going to turn this just a little bit. Okay. Hello, everyone. Oh, not that much. There we go. Yeah, did you guys I don't know if any of you were watching the news conference, but oh, Trump does not have the patience. He does not have the patience to be up answering questions. I think he may even, I wouldn't be surprised if he actually stopped. It's just a box. That's just a box. I wouldn't be surprised if he stopped coming in to the daily briefings just because he can't handle the criticism. He can't. He went yeah, he was such a jerk to, who was it? Oh, it wasn't Acosta. Well, he was a jerk to various people, but, oh, sweetie. You're a good boy. Yeah, it was bad. So anyway, just having a look. Don't we have a White House press secretary that has yet to make a public appearance other than on faux news? Yes, House of Lenormand. Yes, Grisham, Stephanie Grisham. Peter Alexander. That was it. Thank you, Wondering Eyes. It was embarrassing. And then some of the other reporters were trying to stand up to that, and yeah, that didn't go very well. So I don't know if this will help anybody, but I made this up. Oh, and it is being kitty approved. Let me move this up so you can see. Look at that, it's kitty approved. Yes, he is a good boy. Yes, he is. He's a good boy. Precious one. It's just saying that this is the daily 1 hour reading. First 10 minutes, please put your political questions in the chat in all caps. And let me see if I change this to higher quality. I just want to make sure it's potentially clear. But yeah, in the first 10 minutes, please put all your political questions in the chat in all caps. Absolutely welcome. I apologize, I can't answer every question. And I have to listen to my intuition, which draws me towards some questions more than others. There are also time constraints, although I try to get through every question I can. And number 3, 10% of all income, all gross income, it's before expenses. that comes into this channel from any source is donated to feedingamerica.org to support the food banks across the country. All right, and I just wanted to mention feedingamerica.org. The head of that charity was actually on the news this morning, and she was talking about how hard people have it. So, if you perhaps had something you wanted to throw in their direction, or if someone was saying, "Gosh, who could I support?" In the off chance you know somebody, just don't forget feedingamerica.org. They do a lot of really good work. Anyway, so this is here, and I don't actually have any way to prop it up. It won't actually stay anywhere, so you could still read it. But I don't. Well, I guess that would kind of work, but you probably can't read it very well. Anyway, all right. Let's have. Let me scroll back up. I'm going to start taking your questions here. Okay. Questions? Any? When are we going to get the real numbers, if ever? Sandra Wilkinson is asking. Sandra, okay. Okay, are they, let's just do a they, fudging the numbers? Because we know that the Trump administration was trying, the last night, they were trying very hard to get whoever works out the unemployment numbers and the employment rate, they wanted them to put off actually saying Ruth. Hello, good kitty. Good boy. So that's hello. Oh, he's like seeing the kitty. Look, thank you, Peter Alexander. So thank you for mentioning that. Okay, let's look. Texicana has a good question. When will the orange buffoon stop appearing in public? Okay. When will the man with the thinnest skin in the history of mankind, Trump, stop appearing? Basically, how is he handling the criticism? Oh, he was terrible this morning. He was awful. He cannot handle this. Cannot. Shutdown 6 months. How long? And it can't give me specific dates, but we can get a sense. Maybe scrolling down. Dave is saying, actually I just saw, where was it? Dave, I can't, a whole bunch of stuff just jumped. I saw GM Dave, I saw him saying something about, yeah, this is weird, it just keeps jumping. So I'm trying to get back where I was. Real numbers, got that. Are we conscious enough to overcome this virus? I don't know what you mean by conscious enough. Is our vibration high enough or something? I'm not quite sure. Caitlin's asking, yes, Richard Burr dumping stocks. And the others dumping stocks. It's insider trading is what it is. Congresspeople. Especially saying, this happened before the market. I think Burr had, one of his people came out and said, well, this was happening before the market went down. Well, yeah, that's kind of the point of doing insider trading. Put that in when I read on him. Meltdowns. Okay, and insider trading. Okay, I am going to ask about that. I read today, Lourdes is asking, I read today that India came up with an effective treatment that they successfully used on a patient from Italy. Will the U.S. try it or refuse it? Okay, money safe in the banks. And Indian treatment in Italy. Sorry, yeah. All right, the question is our money safe in the banks? After the Great Depression, they put into place the FDIC insured. And what that is that it's up to, I want to say it's $100,000. If you have, I think, up to $100,000 in a bank and the bank defaults, the bank breaks, collapses, that the government, that is insurance they have to have that will, the government will reimburse you that money. Frankly, there are banks that fail in this country relatively often. And it happens, and then the people who had it's investment places like Scottrade or Fidelity, or it's places where you're trading on, you can trade on the stock market. Those are the places that, and it'll even say in fine print on the bottom, this is not FDIC insured. Now, if things collapse to the point where that FDIC insurance somehow doesn't work, we've got much bigger problems. I mean, at that point, just having money may not be, that might not be a thing. Oh, okay. I'm still going. Yeah, the pressers are getting combative. He cannot handle the hard questions. Okay, have I caught up? Okay, I think I may have caught up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. I've been doing 11 questions for 2 days in a row. You've only got 7? Okay. Slackers. I'm kidding. Ban Congress from holding individual stocks. Okay, let's see. I'm not being drawn to that one because I think it's related to something else, and it's going to come up in the future. So I'm not going to read on that today, Becca, but I will definitely keep it in mind. Sorry. Autumn, will Trump ever enact the Defense Protection Act and involve the military? He involving the military, I've read on that for a couple of days, so that's kind of been answered. But he signed the DPA. So will he actually enact the DPA, the Defense Production Act? So we'll ask about that, because what I've gotten on that so far is a whole bunch of business people who were like, you would love to, would help. We you know, we're willing to do our part, but guidance, help, hello. And it was just not anywhere near enough leadership. You're okay, sweetheart. Okay. He just enacted the DPA. I know he mentioned it this morning, that's why, but I don't. Will he effectively enact the DPA? And I honestly would not, because he was getting questioned about it, it's like, you said you were going to do it. Are you actually going to enact it? And that was at the beginning of the sort of combative part of today's presser. And I got the sense that, hey, it's one of those things he might have blurted out, even though it's not true, just to win the argument. Trump effective? I know. Noel. The job of president does come with this kind of garbage, but he can't handle it. He can't. All right. I am in a mood. Oh, let me move this and maybe the kitty will come back. I am in the mood for a little steampunk. We did Halloween day before yesterday. We did Housewives yesterday. 3 days ago we did the day before the Halloween deck we did Rider Waite. So let's do steampunk today. Okay, put that up there. And let me tilt this down. Hello, kitty. You're a good boy. Yes, you are. So you can hopefully see the cards a little bit better. And I hope I'm not making anybody seasick. Does that work? There. Okay. So let's go through this. Okay. Well, are they fudging the numbers? Part of that is goes into something I kind of one of my pet. If I have a pet issue, or one of the things that really bugs me. Hello, sweetie. It's that inflation. It's our currency. It makes me crazy. It's what makes me crazy about the FDA, not the FDA. FDA is fine. The Federal Reserve. Hello. We are going to look at, are they fudging the numbers about who's ill, or how much stuff we have, or are they messing with the numbers? Where am I? I am at 1830. Are they messing with the numbers to make themselves look good, to make people less scared? And actually, that was what was kind of crazy about when Trump won after Peter Alexander. He was saying, what do you say to Americans who are afraid? And Trump just went through the roof. Oh, yes, I need to make my cameo appearance. Kitty. Oh, Angie is saying Trump is now saying he inherited a broken system and he's doing an incredible job. Oh my gosh. Seriously? Because they did that with Crimson Tide, Crimson Contagion, Crimson. It was a government study that they did after Trump was in office, and a lot of what it said might happen is what's happening. So, all right, let me reach out. We're looking at, are they being honest about the numbers? Are we being lied to about the numbers of the sick, the ill? It feels relatively honest. It feels more like a lack of data from the lack of testing in the U.S. more than us being lied to, but let's see. 6 of Wands. Oh yeah, Trump, he's the wartime president who can't answer the most basic questions and just wants to be praised. Oh, seriously, I was getting nauseous listening to the garbage, the people praising him this morning in the presser, because the president's done such a, thank you, Mr. President, we're doing such a great job. Thank you, Mr. President, for your work on this. It's like, look, you don't get a participation badge. Okay, are they lying to us? There are people, they are really looking at this. There are really smart people doing what they should be doing. Yep, they're being honest. There's something here about the census. We have to, being kind of worried about the census, because everything just went, you know, who's living in what area? Well, if a huge number of people just became homeless. Oh, sorry. I was touching the tail. Sorry. You okay? Are you tired? Are you tired, sweetheart? He's a good kitty. Yes, he is. He's a good kitty. Sorry, guys. I'll be with you in just a minute. Boo-Boo is upset. He's tired. It's okay. Come over here and lay down, good boy. You should lay down, good boy. You are the good boy. Yes, you are. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Okay. So, yeah, it's the census. This is messing with the census numbers. So that's. Actually, I'm just getting a lot about the situation, because I'm getting, yes, the numbers, they're good people are looking at it, but then I'm getting, this is messing up the census numbers. There are people price gouging. The King of Swords here, you have like people like Dr. Fauci, who's using his knowledge to the best of his ability. And you have the King of Wands, which is Trump hiding behind, you know, it's like, you have to praise me, and if you don't praise me, then how dare you talk to me? So I think we're getting relatively honest numbers, to be honest. I mean, to be honest, I think we're getting honest numbers. There's just other stuff going on too, and that's what I'm getting. So it's pretty straightforward. Okay. Okay, now we get to the fun question. When will thin-skinned toddler Trump have a complete meltdown, stop coming to pressers, you know, just be extra awful? You're a good kid. Yes, you are. And I am shuffling, yes, and while I'm shuffling, I can appreciate the cuteness of the kitty. Because you are the kitty. You're the good boy. Yes, you are. You're the good boy. Okay, we're gonna get down. All right. Okay. I'm at 24 minutes. All right, when will thin-skinned toddler Trump have a meltdown and stop appearing? And oh my gosh, he's such a brat. I mean, at least kids are kids, you can excuse them. But the man's a grandfather. He's a spoiled brat. Okay, I get to read Trump's energy today. Let me reach out. Take a minute. Reach out to Trump's energy. He's even, like how bad he was at the presser this morning, he's even worse in private. When all those people that came out this morning and everything they said was prefaced with, thank you, Mr. President, for being the best president. Thank you for your hard work on this. Thank you, Mr. President. The president's been doing such great. The president's plan is so all of that. It's not unusual. They talk like that all the time. You have to talk to him like that all the time. All the time. But is he going to have a meltdown and stop appearing? And is he going to have a public meltdown that is like, whoa, whoa. Page of Cups. Cups are emotions, water signs, emotions. Page is, they're quite often children. An emotional child. Okay. Ace of Swords. Oh, the truth hurts. Nine of Swords. Worried voters will not worship the ground Trump walks on. Two of Cups, trying to win them back. Four of Pentacles. The stock market. Like a lot of narcissists and sociopaths and what have you, they can't feel empathy. They can't feel the kind of emotional joy you get from. They don't enjoy the good feelings you get from an emotional connection. So quite often they will they'll go into like high finance or something like that, so that they can basically base value on money. So his thing with the stock market, he really is crazy about the stock market. And this is going down, and he's not being praised as much because people are worried. Certainly when he's confronted with the truth, especially these two, confronted with the truth in general, sort of truth, Ace of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles, which is, well, he's a miser, but everything, value being linked to money. And people are busy worried instead of sucking up to him. His lies are just going to get worse and worse and worse and worse. Let's see if there's anything else here. Julie's saying Trump is using the daily pressers as a campaign platform. Yeah. But more than that, honestly, it's as an ego stroke. Blech. But it's stroking his ego. Okay, and let me see if I can get any more on this, on Trump. He's absolutely insufferable. You couldn't, I mean, sitting through the presser this morning is bad enough, but in person, it's beyond. He's missing his supply. There may be something to that too. People keep bringing bad numbers to him. Higher unemployment, people not being able to get unemployment benefits. The Republicans and Democrats in the House and Senate arguing over details of relief bills, and he's going absolutely nuts because he's not a Republican. He's an authoritarian, and he just wants everyone he wants them to just do it. Just take care of it, do it now, it doesn't matter, just take care of it so he looks good. And that's why he has these authoritarian tendencies. He wants them to quickly do the work so he can take the credit. And as he's faced with more and more bad numbers, he starts lashing out. This is the take action in a big way, the Ace of Wands. And this is the Seven of Wands, which is a defensive position. And he just gets more and more and more defensive. So I have to ask, is it going to, what is this going to lead to? What is this going to lead to with Trump? Well, he's center of attention. He's the star. The moon Six of Pentacles, giving up pittance, helping people just like a pathetic amount that isn't enough because people are just screaming for help. Queen of Cups comes to the rescue. I get cups for Democrats. Hi. The kitty he's playing director. He is behind the camera and he's rubbing up against the camera. Sorry if it was shaking. He's a good boy. Director Kitty. This is Democrats saying, because what Trump is, the Republicans, but especially Trump, he's such a miser. And he has no concept. He, like Wilbur Ross, they have no concept what it's like to live without money. And this is the Democrats saying, we have answers. We have the things to put in place. We are fighting for the people. We are not going to allow stock buybacks. We know how to govern. So, yeah, you don't even want to be around Trump. I mean, I didn't want to be around him in the first place, but you don't want to be around this guy. He is being hit exactly where it hurts him, in his ego. And he cannot stand it. He has no defense. He has no defense. So, anyway. Blech. Okay, so next question. Is this going to be, 32 minutes. Is this going to be an extended shutdown? Months and months. Months and months and months. Is this going to be an extended shutdown? Let me reach out for this energy. Oh, kitty. Come on, kitty. There you go. Here you go. You can use my arm. You're okay. There you go. There you go, precious. There you go, precious. All right, so let me reach out. Is this going to be an extended shutdown? Wow, I don't recommend reaching out and touching the energy of this shutdown because it's like somebody described when they had the coronavirus, they said it was like a belt around their chest. This is like a belt around your entire, belts around your entire torso. The energy of the shutdown is just brutal. This is going to be an extended shutdown. It's going to become intolerable. It's bad, and it's really bad for some people. It's going to become completely intolerable. There's no way it can last 6 months. There's no way. Whew. Man, this is... The energy on this is like, okay, I'm over here. Whoa. Oh, boy. Two of Wands. It's a worldwide thing. This is kind of, quite often this is kind of like the minor arcana version of the world card, not in the sense of completion or the end, but in the sense of worldwide, affecting individual people. This is more the human level, as opposed to major arcana tends to be like big spiritual currents, and good luck fighting those. But is this going to last? Page of Pentacles. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you. Page of Pentacles. This is young people thinking that, well, they thought they were immune or whatever, but they're not, and they're realizing that. Thank heavens. There's taking action. Ten of Wands is a burden. Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Will this last and last and last? It actually feels like a lot of, not all, but there are actually a lot of people who are really stepping up. They are delivering food to the elderly. They are running errands for people who can't go out, or they're helping family. They're paying bills for family. Not all younger people are getting drunk in bikinis on a beach. There are a lot of them who are really, really stepping up and they deserve a huge amount of credit for all the good that they are doing. And please do not underestimate, please do not lump them all together, is kind of the message I'm getting. Don't lump all young people together, because there are so many who are stepping up. The problem is that it becomes such a burden. There's only so much they can do. And the people who are helping others, it's not just young people, but between everybody helping everybody else as much as they can and taking action, it's you can do it for a while, but after a while, it is such a burden to try to keep things going. And after that point, things get heated. I'm not saying it's violent or something, but this can only go on for so long before there's going to be some serious, pointed, do you remember, when was it the healthcare thing? What was it, where the Congresspeople were going out to their districts and they were doing town halls and they were just getting yelled at. Just absolutely yelled at. It's like that, only it feels like it's on TV. It's, this will become completely intolerable before 6 months are up, I'll tell you that. And right now there are a lot of people who are shouldering a great burden to help others, and who are going to shoulder a great burden to help others, and bless them, bless every one of them. But there are going to be some angry people, and boy, Trump's not going to be able to handle that kind of criticism. Ooh, that's going to get pointed. Yikes. So anyway, the true colors will be revealed during this crisis. Absolutely, Stephen, that is the perfect way. That's a perfect thing to think about. People who give to others, people who help support others, it's going to show. And people who are selfish or violent, it's going to show. So, Dark Saturn 83. Well, yesterday my kitty came into my room, laying down with me all day yesterday. Mims wants me to read on Andrew Cuomo. Let me see if I can get to that today. If not, I will do that first thing tomorrow. Cuomo. President. Okay, so we're on to, Richard Burr. The insider trading, but first we're going to start specifically with Richard Burr. And we are at 38.5. Okay. 38.30. 38.30. Okay, Richard Burr. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of him quickly. Sometimes it just helps to be able to see. I want to make sure I'm thinking of the right Republican jerk. Oh, him. Richard Maze Burr. He is the senior senator from North Carolina. He's been serving since 2015. Born in Charlottesville, he's 25. 25. I think it says 65, sorry. 25. All right, Richard Burr. Janus. Janus. The god for whom the month of January is named after. One face facing one way, one face facing the other on the same person. Two-faced. Only it's more of a, that is how he is. He tells wealthy people in the know specialized information, and then there's what he gives or what he says to the common people. This is just the most obvious example. But Janus, That's what I'm getting. All right, let's see. This is not unusual for him. Wow, this guy got a nickname around here, or a descriptor, but he got a nickname around here in the first 5 seconds. Richard Burr. Insider trading. No, he's guilty. Oh, yeah, completely. Oh my gosh. Chariot. Oh yeah. You get scary information like that. You got to move your money. Move. I'll lose millions. Of course, my money is most important. And then go out and tell the average person, "Oh, everything's fine. Oh, everything's fine. Well, as long as my money is okay. Got to move my money. Got it. Have to. People who voted. There are people who voted for him who were very disappointed in this. They weren't paying attention. There are a lot of people suffering, and the fact that he walks off with so much money, and then he ends up like, I'm going to give some of it to charity. Whatever, to try to save his job. He's basically going to be like, I'm going to give all this money to charity, to any gains I possibly made, which is not going to be true. This feels like it's this big. It's just a little. He's not giving everything to charity, but he's going to try to say that he might give something to charity, but he's in trouble, and he's in trouble of his own making. And so what's going to happen to him? Because even if the ethics investigation, I don't know if they go take a nap, or they're not fully doing their job because they're self-quarantining or whatever. Even if the Department of Ethics or Ethics Office doesn't do anything, you'd think that the SEC would be able to step in and say, excuse me, insider trading is insider trading. But I don't know what the laws are specifically, because trust me, there have been a lot of laws that politicians have put in place to protect themselves. All right, let me go back over here so I can see what you guys are saying. Oh, Wondering Eyes, Richard Burr is my senator. Oh, I'm so sorry. Whew. What's going to happen to him? He cannot comprehend that he could be in trouble. He is deeply dyed in the wool entitled. Core of his being is a sense of entitlement. I'm white, I'm male, I'm a senator. How dare you question? You can't stop me. You can't. He cannot wrap his head around the idea that he could be in that much trouble. Hello, sweetie. Hello, good kitty. Oh, big stretch. Oh, big stretch. Oh, you can't jump from there, sweetheart. I know it's tough. Can you jump from there? Here, let me move this out of your way. Go ahead. There you go. Sorry. Okay. Richard Burr. Knight of Cups, Strength. Page of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. Five of Wands, yeah. Knight of Cups, this is someone actively bringing up, like, the people who went through his financial disclosures and said, excuse me, hang on a second. They're actively appealing to people's emotions of a lack of fair play. But his position is very strong, and of course the Republicans have been protecting Trump from everything. But this is this is a page of wands. This is the card of the messenger. And this is get the message. Or send the message to sell those stocks so he has a whole lot of money. And I'm mostly what I'm feeling is really angry constituents. And it isn't just people where he is, it's people around the country who are feeling angry and feeling aggrieved and who are, I mean, I'm not saying they're going to show up with pitchforks, but certainly rhetorical pitchforks. Spoken word pitchforks. That's, yeah. So, all right. Now, Burr, what about the others with the whole insider trading thingy? What's it, 46? Including Feinstein. And she's like, oh, I didn't do it, my husband did. Well, yeah, did he do it after you told him? Because that doesn't count as you didn't, that doesn't get you off, and I'm sorry, but so anybody in government who is using that insider information, that sensitive information, to make money above their average person, because the whole point of a stock is that you make a decision and everybody's supposed to be on the same level playing field. I know. I know what's really happening. It's not true, but sure, that's what it's supposed to be. Throwing her husband under the bus, typical. Does she do that? That's why there should be blind trusts. Well, the thing is, they keep calling them blind trusts, but then they're like contacting people or their husband. I think Feinstein's saying, well, she's in a blind trust. Her husband takes care of it. That's not a blind trust. That's not a blind trust. All right, but what about these others? It was Feinstein. It was, I honestly, I don't know the names of the other ones. It was the woman with the really long blonde hair who looks kind of faintly mean. And there was somebody else. Were there like 6 of them in total or something? All right, let's see. Okay, they think that they're better than the rest of us, yes. What's going to happen to these others? Well, there's a little bit of panic, feeling of panic. Hang on just a second. Sorry. Feels like I got a throat full of kitty hair. Sorry. Anyway, it's going to sound like I'm being just biased, but it actually feels like Feinstein is like, what did you do? The others, we're dealing with a certain level of entitlement. So what's going to happen to these other, this is in this deck, this Queen of Wands, this is what I get for the snobby card. The I'm richer than you, this is, in the Hamptons, Buffy, who's married to Chad, Biff, Buffy, who's married to Biff, and they have money they inherited, or, they're just above everybody else, or they think they are. Try to keep their money. Okay, so the others, what will happen to the others? They were trying to make some coins. And it didn't go so well because it came to light. And you see the difference between, Mrs. Snobby McSnobbinson and kind of the third class dancing on the Titanic. First class, third class. it coming to light to everybody. And there's going to be judgment. This is not a good look. FYI, Adam, we can start with the closely, please. Oh, I will the bonds. It should be all right though. I've been okay. Yes, the Wheezy Squeeze Box. The rich are God's chosen ones according to the prosperity gospel. Yeah. Get some elderberry cough drops. Oh, I'm okay. It's just allergies. Or sometimes just cat. Okay, why am I buffering? I'm buffering here. I'm not buffering on the camera. Huh. Let me see. What kind of judgment are they going to get? Is it going to be legal? Is it going to be just being in trouble in general? Being brought to, yeah, this is, are you guys, let me refresh this page and see if you're still buffering. I want to make sure you guys see this. And yeah, okay, we're good. Okay. Yeah, this is the people who brought this all to light, and there's so many people suffering right now. And Knight of Pentacles, this actually feels more like this is ethics or SEC. This isn't, for police or military, I usually get like the King or Queen of Swords. Same thing with investigations, investigators. But Knight of Pentacles, this is more like money police. IRS, yeah, IRS, ethics, SEC. Yeah, yeah, this is not good because, like when I read on Can This Go On for 6 Months, the rising frustration and anger is just getting higher and higher and higher. And Trump having a complete meltdown just by basically saying, do you have a message for people in the country who are scared? And then he completely freaks out at the reporter. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. Not good at all. All right. I've got 4 questions. I'm going to just keep going through. If any of you, it's getting up near 1 o'clock, so if any of you need to go, I understand. Census delayed. I'm going to see if I can get through a lot of this. But I may have to. Delayed. Census, yes. Okay, but right now, is money safe in the banks? Secret Service investigates money too. Yep. And because their big thing is counterfeiting, but yeah, they can do money stuff. All right, is money safe in the banks? Let me reach out for that energy. Yes, I know banks. I'm not usually welcome here or welcomed with open arms because I'm usually not happy, but with the valuation of money and fiat currency and inflation and yeah, but anyway, is our people's money, I care about what other people are doing and how other people are doing. Is people's money safe in the banks? They are going to bend over backwards. Regulators are going to, Federal Reserve, high finance, they are going to bend over backwards to make sure the system doesn't collapse. And they'll devalue our currency like nobody's business. They'll do anything and everything. If stripping down to their tighty-whities and dancing on a desk would make it better, they'll do it. That's what it feels like. 4 of Swords, that's the economy grinding to a halt. But you'll notice it's not the death card. 4 of Swords, it's just human level grinding to a halt for a time. Page of Pentacles, helping, yep. people who don't have helping those who do. Because of all the stuff that happened after 9/11, the banks are actually in pretty good shape. And people are very upset. Yeah, this is the merchant, merchant as in, and it can be merchant as in, bank owners, where they have a solid business. What I'm getting is that there are going to be a lot of people suffering, but the banks are actually in pretty good shape. Because if stuff that was put in, remember the stress tests after, not 9/11, 2008? The stress tests and all that. Because of that, the banks are in pretty good shape. And they're going to do everything they can, even stuff that in the long term is going to be like, oh, geez, really? Well, that's a mess. But to just keep things going. Oh, I like that. Stephen's saying they're all double O's, licensed to steal. Yes. Yes. Dave saying, hope they wear tighty whities. Mnuchin dancing would definitely break the system. I don't want to see it. That's okay. I don't want to see that. I really don't. I forgot to write down what time that was. It was somewhere around 50-ish, I guess. Okay, there's an Indian treatment that's been used in Italy. We're at 57. Was that going to help anything? I'm just going to throw 3 cards on this. It's one of many. They're trying. They're trying everything. Throw things at the wall, see who can stick. How many people are willing to volunteer? They're trying to figure out how many people are willing to volunteer. Let's try this. Let's try that. Let's set up this. There's so many people upset, and they are just. It's like going to the wall refrigerators with the glass fronts and research. In hospitals or research facilities, and it's like they're pulling open the doors and they're just pulling stuff off the shelves. Here, try this. Here, try that. Here, you set up that study. You set up this. Knight of Wands, make it work. 4 of Pentacles. If somebody comes up with the cure and they can somehow get some kind of rights to it, or use a drug that's already in existence. If Pfizer already has a drug in existence, man, they could make, even with limitations, they could make a ton of money. But it's also a matter of money's no object. Make it work. They're going to try everything, trying. But there's some stuff that they're not trying. And they shouldn't try. And there'll be pressure to try. But it's like, no. But I don't think it's going to be like, it doesn't feel like it's widely, like, all over the news. But I specifically asking about that particular treatment from India being used in Italy. It feels like there are going to be a number of different answers based on what stage you're in, if you caught it or not, or you're symptomatic or not. They're going to throw everything at the wall. It's the Hierophant institutions. Feels like all kinds of medical institutions throwing everything at the wall. Even the business owners being willing to make some sacrifices for the common good, searching. And 10 of Pentacles. We're going to get through this. But I don't know specifically about that particular. It feels like it's a number of things based on where you are in the cycle. but it's even hard for what, is this particular one going to work? All I can feel is it's like a tsunami of try this, try that, try the next, throw it at the wall, throw it at the wall, throw it at the wall, a little bit of try that, and they are just around the clock, like sleeping on the floors. So that's what I'm getting for that. I'm sorry I don't have a specific answer for that exact thing, but good will eventually win, Alice. It will. It will. Okay, and will Trump actually enact the DPA, the Defense Production Act, effectively? This feels like one of those questions that I got the little tiny magic 8-ball for. Hang on. Around 60, 61. Yeah, I got this little magic 8-ball, little tiny thing that I used for obvious questions or silly questions like, is Trump a malignant narcissist? Most likely. Is Trump going to be an effective, inspiring, competent, legendary leader in this situation in a good way? Not likely. Yeah, but this feels like one of those. Okay, is Trump going to enact the DPA effectively? Yeah, I think we're gonna finish off with a prayer, I think. Okay, is Trump going to enact the DPA effectively? Oh yeah, oh good. I'll tell you, if I have guides, if that's what I'm feeling, they're laughing. Oh, matter of fact, I'm trying to pull a card for the reading, and I'm just getting I'm like not being able to figure out, like, should I pull that? Maybe I should pull that, but I could, no, but this one, no, that doesn't work. How about, I think that's a message in itself. Is Trump, oh, arms dealers. That's the arms dealers card, I call it. Page of Pentacles again. Queen of Swords, Eight of Swords. No. His idea of business is not realistic, because he's never really, I mean, he's in theory he's built buildings, but you know how when he was being interviewed, it was a very important interview, and he just spent the entire day flipping through books of upholsteries to choose? It's like, really? That you spending your whole day choosing upholsteries? You're not, working on something more important than that? You don't have somebody work? I mean, it's those, like, those SNL skits where it's Junior and Eric, and they keep giving Eric something to just keep him occupied because he's not really that bright. He has no clue. He has no clue how manufacturing works, and his idea of business is very mercenary. This is the card in this deck. This is the card I get for arms dealers, and if he could manage it, he wouldn't have any problem being an arms dealer. I mean, he has no ethics, no empathy. So if he's going to enact something about manufacturing, Page of Pentacles, he'd send Kushner out to organize it. Business, you do that. Because of course, he's not going to get down in the nitty gritty and do actual work. He's going to go, eat fried chicken and watch Fox. This is asking This is asking people to stand up and manufacturers to stand up and help. But it's a mess, and if Trump's own doing. And there's a sort of truth that's pointing out just how useless and ineffective he is. Because there's this massive engine of creation in the US that he can't, he can't pay attention to the details. He wants everybody else to work on it, and he keeps giving stuff to Kushner. Yeah, it's not, no. Is Trump going to enact the DPA effectively? No. All right, let's look at, it is 66 minutes. Andrew Cuomo. Are we going to have President Cuomo? Are we going to have a President Cuomo someday? President Cuomo. Is it Anthony? Anthony Cuomo? See if I can reach out for that energy. He's a tough cookie. Very practical. Big heart. But a kind of street fighter streak in him. It's like fight hard and love hard. All right, well, you're going to take that fighting hard, loving hard spirit into the White House? It's like I can hear him, and he's saying, people say that to me, but it's flattering, but let me say, President Cuomo. He'd make a lot of friends if he was overseas. He would really charm people, and he would get good deals for America because people would like him. Yeah, he could absolutely turn on the charm. Andrew Cuomo, thank you. Empress. Well, that's the card for America. Queen of Cups, Four of Swords, Ten of Wands, Emperor, Five of Pentacles. No. No, he hates Trump. That doesn't, if he tried to go for the presidency, it would not end well for him. His wife, something about his wife would not feel great about it. Thank you, Suzanne. Thank you. It wouldn't gain traction for some reason, but mostly it's a burden. What he's doing now and the job he has as governor is the weight of it is heavy, and taking on even more. If it was up to him to run against Trump, just like right now, like Biden was like, I'm out, Cuomo, you're it. Like as if that's possible, but just, like if something like that happened, would he do it? Yes. Does he want to? This feels like this burden is so heavy, and it's like take it on times 50. So he feels very weighted down. So I don't, it's not jumping out at me. Yes, but he'd be much better than Trump by a long shot. Okay, we are at we're at 70. Is the census going to be delayed? Usually this is only an hour, but If answering your questions helps you sleep at night, then that is exactly what I want to do. And I am getting tired, but I want you guys to be okay. That's very important to me. Okay. Census. Oh, chaos. Chaos, chaos, chaos. Yeah, and the people in charge of it are like pulling their hair out. They're like pulling on their hair. Nobody's where they're supposed to be. Not, obviously a lot of people are where they're supposed to be, but no, it's like nobody's where they're supposed to be, and this is not going to work, and this is not going to be good for. All right, so is it going to be delayed? Is it going to be delayed or redone? Nine of Wands. Looking, searching, trying to get the information. Okay, we're in the right area. Queen of Pentacles, Tower. Yeah. Complete displacement. Not complete, but a lot of displacement. The energy I'm tapping into, the people right now who are, this is like on their shoulders. They're using words that are extreme. Complete displacement, a complete failure. It's like, it's not going to be a complete failure, but yeah, my chest is hurting because it's just like, oh, it was bad enough that the Trump administration was trying to get questions on there that would make less people sign up in the first place, and then we have this economic mess that is throwing a huge wrench in the works, and then it's a huge burden. The whole thing is a huge burden. So is it going to be delayed, redone? It's like whoever this is, it's like they're just pacing back and forth, and they're like venting at me or venting to me. This is a mess, and this is and okay, the world, temperance. Yeah, calm down, dude. Justice. 3 major arcana. Calm down. Take a deep breath. We'll get through it. We'll do what we have to do. This feels a little bit like, yeah, they're trying to look at it's really the country, but everything. And temperate, let's calm down. Let me see because that feels like a judge possibly getting involved. So is that a delay on the census, or a redo, or what is that? Hope. Knight of Cups, King of Pentacles. Republicans don't want it redone because it's more of the poor who are going to be displaced, and so they don't want it done. But there's the King of Pentacles, King of Cups. Those come up next to each other when there's a fight between the parties. And this is the Knight of Cups. This is the people going out. I'm not getting a specific answer one way or the other of if it's going to be delayed. I'm not getting a no, and I'm not getting a yes. I wish I had a better answer than that. But anyway, that's everything that's on my list. Let's take just a second here, and let's just remember that we are all a part of the divine. We are all, our souls are small pieces of the divine that we are in charge of. But also, when we ask for help from the divine, we don't have to beg, and we don't have to jump through hoops. All we have to do is just say, fill the world with the highest vibration of divine energy. Fill all of us with divine energy. Let good, positive energy flow through the world and bring peace and health and happiness, goodness, cooperation, kindness. Just fill all the world and everyone in it with the strongest, brightest, highest vibration of divine energy that just can naturally just flow through us easily and into the world. And just flow directly into the world itself from the divine. Thank you. Okay, so I hope you guys have a great day. Donald's saying, my dad told me one time when a man gets his first smarts is when he realizes how ignorant he truly is. Yep, yep. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow. I've got a really cute kitty picture. It's not Boo Boo's and Kitty, unfortunately, but it's the cutest kitty picture tomorrow on the cover, which, hey, I take kitty joy where I can get it. But you guys have a great day. Thank you so much to our moderators. You make this possible. There's no way this could happen without you. So thank you. All right, hang in there, guys. We're going to get through this. We will. All right. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Thank you.